Hello and welcome back to my channel. You are the Glam Squad. This is Glam Tones, and today's episode is another Adventures of Non-Dom, where I use my left hand to try to create pretty nails. And I think this time we have done it. So what I'm doing is mixing up some of that dip powder, and they actually call it dip acrylic. It's by NuRevolution. And now I've got some pink shimmer powder, and I'm mixing that in, and we're just making our own creation. It's almost a poly gel, but it's a little thin. I was not sure how far I could take it. I am going to experiment with it, and we'll see how far we can take it. Let me tell you, after all this time of doing videos, when I first start doing the voiceover, I feel nervous. I still feel nervous. So I'm hoping that's going to fade with time. But once I get into the voiceover, I forget that I'm not talking to actual people, that I'm talking to a camera, and it feels like I'm actually talking to you. So let's shake that off. Let's shake that feeling off and build a nice little nail bed. We're not going to extend it a whole lot, but a tiny bit, just the tiniest bit. And I'm using polygel for that. It is the iMethod Beauty polygel in the color Natural Pink. It's very nice to work with. It cures up super nice. I like it a lot. It files really easily. So if you need a good polygel to work with, I have that color, and I want to say it's light purple, something like that. Anyway, they're both very nice. They came in a 2-pack. They were not expensive at all. The other thing I have from iMethod Beauty that I am really rethinking now is their transfer foil gel. If you are regular to the channel, you probably know I have been experiencing some yellowing with it. I added some purple pigment to offset the yellow, and it has seemed to help a little bit. But my other problem with it is that it stays kind of rubbery underneath your base, or your base coat too, I would imagine, but underneath your top coat. And so it tends to break up your top coat a little bit. And I need to try some other top coats, but I'm really stuck on the one that I like because it's stain resistant. And so far I've not switched over to something else, but I feel like I really want to try some other transfer foil gels. So I'm going to be looking around to see what I want to try. I might try a couple, and maybe we'll do a test or something. That would be really fun. So now I'm forming this up. I am not going to show you every single nail, and here's why. This video is already pretty long, and I'm doing 2 different kinds of nails. I'm doing 3 Frenches and 3 full nails with the creation that we made. So it would be very repetitive to show you all 5 nails. You just need to see the 2, really. So after putting down a little base of clear, because you know I really like a clear base under there for shine, then I cured it up, and now I'm adding our creation. And I started with oh my goodness, excuse me, a little tickle in my throat right there. I started with the green, and I have to say, because of the pink in the little flakies in the dip powder, the green doesn't read as much as it could once it's on the nails. The only one that I think really reads green is the pinky nail, which you will see at the end. But lesson learned, add a little more pigment next time is going to be my answer to that. I see, and you can see there, you can definitely tell there's a green tint to it, but once everything's said and done, when the nail is completed, it reads more pink than green, especially on the Frenches. So There you go, lesson learned. A little extra pigment goes a long way. And then once that is cured, once that layer is cured, we're going to come in and encapsulate that tip in clear. Now I want to really emphasize how big the nail bed is there. You want to raise that up a little bit when you're doing a French because it gives you room to work, but you are going to file that off. So when it's looking wonky like it does on the thumbnail, when it looks wonky like that, it's because you give yourself that little wall to work with. So don't try to necessarily match it 100%. Just if you're experienced with it, you know how big your tip needs to be and how thick it needs to be. So just work to that, and then your e-file is going to be your best friend. And I'm actually going to show you the tiniest bit of me filing that down, just so you get what I'm saying. Now this little corner over here, especially because it's on my dominant hand, just the way that the, wow, words coming out of my mouth. Just by the nature of the way that the French was up in that corner, I did not get all the gel in there that I wanted, so I was just using a tiny brush to put a little bit of gel in there. And now we are building just a full nail with this. And honestly, you don't even need that much of the product to get the look that you're going for, because we are going to encapsulate it. And the main reason I'm super encapsulating these is because I'm not positive how strong it's going to be. This is my first experiment with mixing these things, and I want to give myself the best chance at success. So I'm just giving myself a nice encapsulation on these. So nice and juicy. Nice and juicy. But look at how shiny that is. And that is the actual pink one that we mixed together. It is so shiny and so pretty. I'm just making sure that that side there is fully covered. Very nice. It does run a bit, so as you can see right there, you got to watch out. Got to watch out, and then we're in the lamp and then back out for a little encapsulation. Very nice. Very nice. Need a little bit more. And there we go. Just finish off that tip. Now I do let it be upside down for just a second and then pop it in the lamp. And as you can see, I have got my file out, my e-file. This is at double speed, so trust me, I'm not super bionic with it. Okay, I do go much slower than this, especially when I am working with my non-dominant hand. You don't want to hurt yourself, right? You just don't. And actually, my ring finger took a little bit of a beating, so I'm kind of sad about it. Oh, do you hear my grandson? He is so upset. He's tired and he needs a nap. I'm worried that he's hearing me talking and it's making him upset. Okay, I think the grandson is sleeping now, so I am back. I had to take a little short break just so he couldn't hear my voice. So as you can see, I am just marrying up the line, the line, the shape. I'm just making the nail bed match the tip, so it gets really, really cute. I'm not going to show you the entire process of me filing this, especially with my non-dom, because honestly, I go off camera so much. So once everything is completely filed, and you can't see them because they are in this glove, but once everything's completely filed, we are going to go ahead and make some charms with those molds that I showed you on Tuesday. And we are going to use, it's the same mold for one of the things that we did. And as you can see, I had a little gel in there from before. So I'm just using the pink that we used for our color line on the thumb. One of the color lines is a yellowy green, so you'll see that shortly. So we're just going to go ahead and fill in the colors. And what you really want to do is make sure that you get everything completely filled in so that you can't see any of the shadowing from the mold, because if you can see that, that is going to show in your final result. You are going to see, it's going to be see-through, it's not going to be fully opaque, and you'll have to do 2 coats. So you're not doing that much. It's from my experience so far, it's cured very well every single time. I think that the mold not being fully opaque helps the light get everywhere, and you could always flip it over too and do it from the other side if you felt you needed to. But so far everything has worked really well to completely cure, and I've only had to like there was one that I ended up coloring a tiny bit in a couple spots because I had messed up and not fully cleaned everything up and made sure that it was completely covered. So now I'm just using this straight spatula tool and filling it in with gel after it's cured, and then I cure that again, and you're able to just pop these little cuties out. Now I do top coat them, and I wanted to show you that, but the way I was holding it, you really couldn't see what I was doing. The footage was just you seeing that I'm wearing a glove, pretty basically. Oh, but this one here, I actually was able to show you a little bit because it was kind of stuck to that. But you do want to top coat it. You do want to top coat them because otherwise they're going to get really dirty, they're going to get scuffed up, and they're not going to be shiny. But if you don't want them to be shiny, use a matte top coat. There you go. So to affix these, we're going to use my Creation stick-on. I think it's called stick-on, and it'll be listed below. I got that at the nail shop, vbsnails.com, so you can check that out there. I don't guarantee that everything in store is on the website, but you can look for it. It's Creation, but it's CRE8TION, creation. So it's kind of funny, but I'm just putting, first I put down a nice layer and then a little blob, right? And I like to put that first layer so that blob has something to self-level into, so that you don't have that huge sort of mess sticking out the sides. I think it just makes everything self-level a little bit, and it makes it a little easier to clean up the side when you need to. And you'll see in a minute I'm going to do that. So I'm just sticking on 3 of the yellowy green flowers. See, it just makes it so easy to clean that up. I found I like doing the whole nail. It's just what I like. There you go. If you have a different way that you like, let me know what that is in the comment section below, because I want to learn from you. I want you to teach me. That's what this whole journey is about, me learning how to do nails better every day. And I think as we build a community, we're going to make that possible for all of us to get better, so we can work together. Now I'm adding some little Swarovskis. This is a little mix I got from somewhere. I forget exactly. I'm sorry, you guys. Oh no, I got it on Amazon, I think, but from a store on Amazon. I'll have to look. I'll look. If I can find it, I'll put it below. But it's a little mix, and they are Swarovskis. You can tell by how shiny they are. But pretty soon, everyone's going to run out of their stock, and we're not going to be able to have any more. Well, I was wrong. I hear my grandson's voice. He is not sleeping, but he's not crying, so let's finish this up. So I'm going to go ahead and top coat this right now and move on. Then we're going to go on to the next nail. My goodness. For someone who likes to talk as much as I do, you'd think I'd be better at it. You'd think. Now I've just got a little bit of top coat, and I'm coming up along the side of the gems just to make sure everything is nice, right? You want to make sure everything's smooth and everything has a little bit of top coat on the foot of that gem. I'm just doing my best to try to keep them on, even though, let's keep it real, I'm not the greatest at it. Guys, this video is already so long. If I showed both of the gem placements on these two Frenches, it would be even longer. So I'm just going to show you this particular one. I don't even think I show you the pinky. I think I just show you the index finger, because the pinky is the same, but we're going to use pink gems instead of the green ones that we're going to use on the index finger. So we're just doing that same thing, laying down a flower, and there's a gem in the center. On the thumb, I already had the gems placed in there, so I was able to just pick that up and set it down. I'm not positive I have any of that set up on this one. I think I have to do both of them. Let me see. Did I have it? Did I have it? No. See? There we go. Little gem in there. But I'm going to drop it first. Let's drop it first. And honestly, there wasn't a ton of rhyme or reason to how I did the gems, or how how I decided to put the colors of the gems. Just whatever felt right for that spot is what I put in there. And I ended up really super happy with how everything turned out. So I don't think I would change a thing. Oh my goodness, my grandson is squealing. He's so cute. He's going to be 2 at the end of the year, so you know, he's just at that super fun age where he's really starting to communicate, and he's really starting to get a handle on, you know, being human a little bit. So he's really, really fun right now. I'm having so much fun just getting to be grandma. So I was not positive I was going to keep going right here, but I decided one on each side. It's, to me, it's almost like a stem flower, right? Where there's 2 flowers on it, and the gems are acting as the leaves and the stems a little bit. So I don't know, that's what my eye sees when I look at these. Also, I think these, for the right girl, would be really pretty wedding nails. But to my mind, when I'm looking at them, I think forest fairy princess nails, right? I think that's what we're going to call them, forest fairy princess nails, because they are fancy. I really, guys, I have to say it, this is, and I say this way too much, but this is one of my favorite sets I've ever done. As soon as I got done, I was so happy I hadn't done this on Carmen, that I'd done this for myself. It's just, it's giving me all the joy, all the joy. Okay, guys, this is all I'm going to show you of creating this set, but this is the finished set. I love these. Let me know what you think of them in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching this video today, and any day that you watch it, don't forget to click the buttons and to share this video. We are going to see you on the next video, on the next episode on Saturday for my own nails again. So see you then. Mwah. Bye-bye.